Welcome to our demo of the Calyx by Mojoflower for Meridian 2021. Mojoflower's team is building products using the Stellar blockchain. Our vision is to help regular business founders and entrepreneurs of small and medium-sized companies and provide a support tool for their companies as they grow. In Europe alone, there are over 25 million companies, and regular business is 99% of economic activity. Our vision is that companies can have a permanent home on Stellar and enjoy the benefits of the Stellar blockchain in the long run, its ecosystem and community. Further, our platform is compliant. It can assist governments, and we believe it can replace traditional systems of company registers around the world with great benefits to society. In this demo, we're going to give you insight into the experience of the onboarding flow for a regular user issuing shares for the first time. The user will create a share group and distribute shares from that group to its shareholders. We will also have a quick peek into the Flora smart contract marketplace. We would love to tell you more about our vision. Book us on Calendly if you want to have a chat to learn more about us and the products and the future that lies ahead. When a user logs in, the system queries the government database and finds companies that are affiliated with the user. On the top, the user sees companies to which he has administrative rights. That means that the user is either the company's chairman or has been given administrative access to the company by the chairman. On the bottom, there are companies that are affiliated with the user, but the user has no administrative rights, so he cannot create a share ledger. To start the onboarding process and create the shares, the user clicks Create Shares, and the issuance process starts. Currently, there are no shares created, so the user is prompted to create the first shares. The user then selects the share group relevant for his use case. Most commonly, the user will need ordinary shares, and we provide templates for ease of use. We look to the CFI code to standardize each share asset, its class and attributes, increasing transparency and setting a common standard for describing shares in a meaningful and straightforward way. The less experienced user can learn more about the chosen share type and its attributes. But the system also offers flexibility for tailoring assets and can assist the most experienced users in launching complex share types. Let's take a closer look at the building blocks of a share asset. In our example, we are looking at common shares. In that case, we are allowed to adjust voting rights, ownership and trade restrictions, payment status, and form. Using these attributes can be helpful, for example, when issuing ordinary shares that require no voting, setting restrictions on trade, and more. Once the user is happy with the share selection, he confirms attributes. The user enters the number of shares to be issued and inputs each share's nominal value. On the bottom left, we see the CFI code of the soon-to-be generated shares and a human-friendly token name for identification on the Stellar ledger. Now the user can confirm the shares. Once the shares are ready to be issued to shareholders, the user needs to select recipients of the new shares. In our case, we use the Social Security number that acts as an official identifier. Using the automatic lookup functions is optional. For instance, if the owner is a foreign national that is not registered in the respective national database. Once the shareholders have been added to the share ledger, the user can assign the shares. In the table, we can see the list of shareholders who will receive shares. The user assigns shares individually to each shareholder and enters the amount of shares to be assigned. This process repeats until all shares have been assigned to shareholders and are ready for distribution. Before completion, the user is given an opportunity to review the details before the final confirmation. Now, the shares have been successfully issued into the Stellar ledger and distributed to each shareholder's wallet. Our issuance and distribution process handles both active and inactive accounts. In cases where the respective Social Security number has not yet signed into our account, the shares will be waiting to be claimed later. Our process, therefore, enables the board to confidently manage the issuance process without having to wait for everyone to have an account. This improves the user experience and makes it easy for the less tech-savvy shareholders to adapt their pace. Part of the Mojoflower platform is the Flora Smart Contract Marketplace. The user can select from various smart contracts, ranging from basic operations like transferring shares to more advanced transactions for more advanced use cases. Plans include adding apps and allowing third-party service providers to provide products to our customers. We would love to tell you more about our vision. We invite you to book us on Calendly if you want to have a chat to learn more about us, the product, and the future that lies ahead. Happy Meridian, fellow Illuminauts!